Hi, it's Ra, Rishi-kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. Well, let's call this a Hump Day Beach Day, in the sense that it's kind of a drifty sort of a day, and if we're not actually at the beach, we should be keeping a beach in our minds because there could be a little bit of touchy energy today in the midst of all of this driftiness. Let me explain. The sun today is at 6 degrees of dynamic and impetuous fire sign Aries. Aries energy is often very forceful and direct, so it's no slouch when it comes to motivation. However, the moon today is moving through the last degrees of unconventional, often visionary, sometimes just a little strange and weird, air sign Aquarius, and then moves during the afternoon hours into the mystical, magical water sign of Pisces. Hence my Venice Beach t-shirt here. An old shirt, but it does the job for us today. Now, before that, during the pre-dawn hours, the moon has made a hard square, 90-degree angle to Uranus, the planet of upsets, and sudden change at 24 degrees of Taurus. And since Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet, if you had a little bit of a disturbance during the night, or you wake up to really bad news, chaotic news during the day, I won't be terribly surprised. But by the time most of us, at least here in the United States, wake up, the moon isn't making any aspects. It's just kind of drifting along until it gets to early Pisces. So it's called void of course. And during a void of course moon, nothing quite gels. So don't expect much, is what I'm trying to say here, during the early part of the day. This is one of those days in which we're just going to have to sort of take things as they come, because a little patience is a good thing today. Things may not quite be together in the morning hours. And then the moon does enter into the water sign of Pisces, which is not renowned for its earthly motivations. It's more about creativity. The ethereal spiritual energy is a sort of universal current of emotion. It doesn't have much to do with earthly ambition. That occurs at 12:31 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 3:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 7:31 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. But shortly after that, within an hour of the moon moving into Pisces, Mars, which is at 21 degrees of another water sign, Cancer, very touchy, makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Chiron, called the wounded healer, at 21 degrees of Aries. Translated, yeah, that's kind of like a raw nerve that may come up for us. So we want to either be on a beach, have a beach in our head, or at least, have some semblance of peace in ourselves today under this quite touchy energy that occurs right in the middle of the day. 1:13 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 8:13 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time is when that occurs. And that's it. That's the whole energy for the day. So beach in your head or actual beach, that's the way to go today. And that is also the case because overnight tonight, Venus, which has been going retrograde, you recall, moves back into Pisces and conjoins Neptune, which is Pisces' ruling planet, and in about 3 days is going to move into Aries. So this is like a cosmic love, a kind of very ethereal, I can't believe I'm so devotional and cosmic and wonderful and romantic and creative. All that kind of energy is coming up for us during the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow. So this is sort of like the prelude to all of that. And all of that precedes this vast change of energy coming up this weekend. So take full advantage of this today. Relax if you can. Have a Hump Day Beach Day, either in your head or in actuality in your life. I'm Ra, Rishi-kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what. Life's a beach today.